What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my cider. Check it out. You can finally see my face. Say goodbye to those days where I would just record my voice into my phone and upload a cute little clip show to go with it. Now I can actually fangirl and you can actually see all the emotions just happening, just live. I promise I don't talk with my arms like that all the time. It was for effect. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, I'm an up-and-coming book reviewer. I read a lot of young adult fiction, basically any genre within that. Pretty broad range. I upload spoiler-free reviews to my blog on Tumblr. You can check that out. There's a link in the description. And then for those of you who you gotta gush, you gotta fangirl, you gotta talk about it, but you can't do it without spoilers, this is the place to go because there's gonna be spoilers everywhere. So if you haven't read the book, you want to avoid spoilers, go to the blog first and then come back here for all the craziness because, you know, sometimes I read books and I hate them. And I'm not afraid to tell you that I hated them. Sorry, authors, but it's just being honest here. Anyway, I have a fairly regular schedule. I tend to get through books about one a week. I am a commuter and it takes me about an hour to get to school, so that's when I listen to books. You may say that's cheating, but I say it's just enhancing the situation because when you're in college, it's very hard to find time to read books. If you're not in college, then I'm sorry to burst your bubble because I will read like one real book a semester, but then I will have listened to like however many weeks there are in a semester. That's how many books I've listened to. So hopefully I will have these reviews up once a week, fairly regularly. We'll see how that goes. This is not a commitment. This is just me saying I'm gonna try. School starts next week, so hopefully I will have a new review for you then. I'm currently listening to Eragon, which I've read before. I've read The Inheritance Cycle, but that was a very long time ago in 8th grade. It was like my next series after vampires. You can judge me, but all you girls out there, we all went through that vampire phase. I know you did. We all did. And I thought maybe rereading it would, you know, just, I don't know, I'd kind of forgotten a lot about it, so I thought I'd reread it again, and I like listening to it. My only problem is that the author's voice for Saphira, or the narrator, is terrible. Like, that's the good thing about the movie, is that her voice was awesome. If you listen to the book, her voice is terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. No. Excuse me while I get down on the floor. I'm currently reading The Winter's Curse. This has a lot of mixed reviews. It is, like, technically romance. It's also fantasy. I do like the world that they've built, but I'm not super attached to the characters. Not really. But it's intriguing, and I'm not ever really bored when I read. Sometimes, you know, they just drag on. This, I'm very intrigued. I don't think I'm gonna read the next one, which is The Winter's Crime. A+ naming right there. You know, everything these days is a trilogy, and sometimes you read the first book and you're like, man, that's a great standalone, and then they ruin it by making it a trilogy, and right now I'm not seeing why it needs to be a trilogy, but I guess we'll find out. I just threw my book on the floor. I'm sorry. Anyway, if you love books, this is definitely the right place for you. I love books and I can't wait to get started, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You ever get that feeling? You just throw your book on the floor and you're like, oh no, I heard it. It's my baby. Bye.